This conference will now be recorded.
Hello guys, welcome back. So I'm explaining account payable. In account payable, what we have done guys, we have done the configuration part, and that too it is called basic settings. Even some other topics also will come. That is also is the part of account payable itself. But as I told you guys, one by one we are going to discuss. Topic by topic we are going to discuss, and as per that, whatever the configurations are there, that is also going to be explained one by one. Okay, whatever sequence I'm following guys, almost in the same sequence, like if you are going to be part of a any implementation project and all, in the same sequence the implementations are going to happen. Here the major problem is like if you're going to multiple tutorials are there, multiple videos are there where like somebody, first of all people will explain master data first and then they are going to do the configurations, or it's like everybody are having different sequence to teach you guys. But I think like it may create lots of confusions. That is why, so I'm following whatever sequence I'm following guys. I'll I'm telling you guys, better to follow this sequence itself. Okay, in this way you'll be having best understanding and you are going to have the best practice also. Now, so here I'm talking about vendor master. And one more thing guys, like if whatever the explanations are there guys, if you are happy with the explanations, if you're happy with this all this things and all, then kindly provide your feedback also, because this is how your feedback is just like a kind of motivational factor for us, right? And that is going to, this is going to motivate us, and based on that, like even further recordings also will happen, which is going to be very helpful for you guys. Okay, so now here please provide your honest feedback. I'm not saying that whatever you feel like you can write over there in terms of like feedback and all, so that I'll come to know, because no one is perfect in this world. There might be chances that I also need some improvement, so that I'll come to know once you guys are going to put your feedback and all. So waiting for your feedback now. So here we are talking about account payable. Account payable, what I have done, I have done the configurations and all, right? So this time we have to set up vendor master. Okay, I have told you earlier also, like master data and transaction data, two things are there guys. Master data means one time setup, and transaction data means every time it is going to be posted. Current related transactions every month it is going to be posted. But whatever XYZ builder we have created, that we have set up as a master data, only one time setup is there, and after that, even like if there is a contract with that builder for 10 years, entire 10 years we will be able to post the rent against that particular vendor. So master data is one time setup, transaction data means every time posting. A regular posting, like continuous posting will be there. Now, so here, how to set up vendor master? I'll come back here. Look at here, till here, reconciliation account we have set up, right? Till here, configuration part is done. Now we have to set up vendor master, because if you talk about the testing part, in the sense like if we have to, how you will come to know that whatever configurations we have done is perfect, is working fine or not. So for that we have to perform testing. How the testing is going to happen guys? So we'll post a dummy invoice and we'll see whether system is allowing us to post the transaction or not, right? This is how we can test it. And if it is working fine, then only like we can invite, like once you are going to hand over this SAP to Tata Motor employee, and let's suppose if they started posting the transactions and if they got error, then what will happen guys? So first of all, what is happening guys, after doing configurations, we, in the sense consultant itself, has to do the testing also initially. So consultant means this testing part, whatever posting vendor invoice or posting vendor payment, this is called end user activity. It means this will be done by in real time. Once the SAP implementation is done, then this invoice posting will be done by the employee of Tata Motor. Whichever we have done is done by you people. Why? Because you are the consultant, right? The employee of Tata Motor is the user, right? There is one the difference. So whatever activity is going to be performed by Tata Motor employee, that is called end user activity. So a regular basis, the transactions posting will be done by those people, and all configurations related things are going to be done by you people. Okay, now even in future, like let's suppose once the implementation is done and once we have handed over this SAP to Tata Motor, their user started working on this, they started posting multiple transactions, getting up all the reports and all. In between also lots of requirements will be there, guys. They need some additional report, they need to change certain things, they need some what to say, say for example, all of a sudden there is some changes in terms of tax policy, there is some changes in terms of depreciation percentage, such kind of changes will keep on coming. Taxes also, like, so whatever such kind of things are there, guys, what will happen? So as a consultant, you have to so we have to change the configurations into SAP, right? And multiple reports also, they will keep on raising the request that I need such kind of, like, you add this column, you add this row, you add one field here. So such kind of development related activity also will keep on taking place. Now, so we'll be back on our, what to say, creation of vendor master, right? So as I told you, if you have to post a invoice like testing purposes and all, so vendor master must be there in the system. So first of all, we have to set up this vendor master. How to set up the vendor master, guys? XK01 is the transaction code. Give your company code and give your account group. Don't give the purchase organizations. Why? Because purchase organization is not set up yet. Generally, it is supposed to be set up by consultant. But right now here, we are not having any consultant, right? And in later classes, I have to explain a topic called FIMM integrations. So during FIMM integrations, what is happening, guys? I'm going to set up this purchase organizations. So again, it is going to be explained in later classes. Right now, give your company code, give your account group, and press enter. Don't give any number here in this vendor field. Why? Because the number range is going to be generated by system automatically. Press enter. I'm going to give any vendor name, guys. I'm going to give test vendor for TM00. If you want to give any vendor name, you can give. Like, let's suppose it could be XYZ builder also, right? Now here, this is street. Okay, I'll tell you guys. So here, like, vendor address also supposed to be specified, and I'll request you guys, I'll tell you, you must specify the address here, or else there'll be a topic later. There'll be a topic called automatic payment program. So once I'm going to configure APP, and if you have not specified the address here, then you guys are going to face some error. Okay. However, I told you, like, there will be a separate tutorial for all the common error, which is not all, means whatever the most of the common errors are there, whatever the common errors, because errors means it could be n number of errors can be there, guys. Some of the related to your module, some errors are coming from a different modules and all, right? But still, I try to cover as much as possible, and so you can have a look on those things. That is a separate tutorial, like the common error which is taking place, and that too for FiCo module itself, right? So in that, multiple errors I have explained. Now, so look at here, just give street address. I'm going to give just a street. Okay, give a postal code here, any city, country, and region. So region code, guys, in India, whatever the regions are there, like let's suppose I have given for New Delhi, I think the region code will be 29, I think. This is already delivered by SAP itself, guys. Here, 30. SAP itself. Even you are having options. If any new state is formed, then we can define that also. You can define the new state also into SAP. Now, apart from this PO box details, if you want to give, you can give PO box details also. Now, press enter. This is called control tab. So here, what is happening, guys? Generally, if you have to like tax related informations are going to be tax codes. Tax related informations like GST number, VAT number, whatever is there is going to be specified here. And that too country wise, multiple different kind of numbers will be there, guys, right? So now, so those things are going to be specified here. Right now, I'm not going to specify these things, guys. And there is one more thing, guys. There is a topic called vendor is also customer, or customer is also a vendor, in the sense vice versa. So what is happening again? A quite different concept is there. That is, I'll what to say in upcoming session. I'll there'll be a session on this. I'll try to cover this topic. So there we are going to have a use of this control tab. Okay, what is the logic behind this customer field? I'm creating vendor, and here what is the use of this customer field? What exactly we are? So that is going to be explained. There will be a use of this control tab once I cover the topic called vendor is also your customer. So right now, need not to give anything. Press enter. Here what is happening, guys? Vendor bank details. So you just do one thing. You give one bank details here. Okay, any account. Your account holder name, let's suppose just vendor itself. I'm going to specify. You must give a bank details here, guys, or else again, as I told you, you guys will be getting certain error once I configure automatic payment program. Okay, so give this bank details here. There is a logic behind that also, guys. Okay, but right now again it is not possible to explain, so that's what I'm telling you, that while creation of the vendor account you guys give these details also, must give these details, or else you are going to face some issues. Press enter. Here what is happening, guys? Let's suppose I'm going to give first name Kumar Consulting. Okay, now so this is even like, what is this, guys? Let's suppose this test vendor I have created, right? We are going to set up this vendor, test vendor. So this test vendor is like, most likely it is an organizations, whichever the vendors are there. This is a small company. It is an organization. It's not a small, guys. It could be a big organization also, right? So here, in case of any dispute doesn't mean I'm talking about the physical disputes and all, guys. Dispute in the sense like vendor is going to send you the invoices. What we found, that whatever the amount is specified on invoice is printed wrongly. Instead of 1000, it is 10,000 specified. So if the Tata Motor user is having some doubt and all, again they are going to escalate this matter to the vendor, right? That the amount is more. So this is called dispute, right? So I told you that vendor is an organization and they are having 10,000 employees. So whom are you going to contact? Isn't it? So there will be a contact person. In the sense, a particular representative will be there from vendor. So vendor is going to specify that, okay, if you have, in case of any dispute, this person is the first, contact, point of contact. It means this person is going to, discuss with you on behalf of this particular vendor. In the sense, this organizations, vendor means, let's suppose I said XYZ builder itself. Instead of test vendor, you can give XYZ builder. So that is also a kind of, builder means it's a kind of organization, guys. So from there, somebody is supposed to be, a representative is supposed to be there. So that representative details, you can specify the name, and if you double click, even you can specify the contact details also. Because contact details and all, we are not going to specify. See, we don't maintain the diaries and all, right? Now we are using ERP and all. So here itself, look at here, what is the benefit? Here itself, I'm going to store this. Okay, if you want to specify the mobile phone details and all, you can specify the fax number. If you want to specify, you can specify these things also. Okay, email ID, if you want to specify, you can specify, right? And then click on back button. Okay, no extension entered. This is just a warning message. Your telephone extension number is supposed to leave it. So look at here. Now these things are going to specify the contact person details here. Press enter. Now here, reconciliation account. In previous session, guys, in previous session, what is happening? In previous session, I have explained about this reconciliation account, the logic behind this reconciliation account, right? And I have already set up a reconciliation GL. I'm able to remember what is the GL code. If you are not able to remember, you need to click on this drop down. Since you have set up only one GL account as a reconciliation GL, so if you double click, this is going to be selected, right? Apart from this, nothing else I'm going to specify here, guys. This cash management group. Okay, this is a required entry here. Look at required entry. If you don't give any input here, system will not allow you to proceed further. Look at here. System is saying that fill in all the required fields. It means this is a required entry. You must have to give certain details here, right? So this cash management group, guys, the logic behind this one is like this is related to a different module called fund management. And it is not possible to explain the logic behind this because again, that is a separate module, guys. And this is also like multiple things are there to explain. So simply as a mandatory fields, what I'm going to do, guys, you can give a code here, A1. Give A1 so that error will not appear and press enter. Okay. Payment terms. I'm going to give a standard payment terms, guys. What is the logic behind this payment terms is going to be explained. In next session, I'm going to explain you what is this payment terms and all. Okay, next session, not in next session, guys. Next session means like still we have not posted any invoices and all, right? So next session will be related to invoice posting. Then next to next will be there to related to down payment and all. After that, I'll explain this terms of payment. So anyway, in upcoming session, it is going to be explained, guys. Don't worry. So right now here, right now it is. So payment terms I have specified. Apart from this, this payment method and all, what is the logic behind? So as I told you guys, in a single session, it is not possible to explain each and everything. So wait for the upcoming sessions. In upcoming session, as I told you, there is a topic called automatic payment program. So there again, you will be having this payment method and all is going to be discussed in next session. So right now, what is happening, guys? Give standard payment terms 0001 for the time being. Okay. Once I cover this topic, then you guys will come to know how to set up terms of payment and what is the logic behind the setting of this terms of payment. So right now, use standard one. Press enter. Dunning procedure. So now here, nothing is going to be specified, guys. Do not give anything here, any details. This dunning is a separate topic, and that is most likely it is going to be part of account receivable, guys, because if you talk about the reminder is going to be sent in case of customer. Okay, what is the logic behind this dunning? Why we are going to set up this dunning and all is going to be explained separately again in upcoming session. As I told you guys, there are multiple topics which is not explained yet, right? But it can be explained one by one only, step by step only, and that too in a correct sequence so that you guys will be having perfect understanding. And this is how you'll come to know that which topic is the part of payable, which topic is the part of receivable, right? So I don't want to mingle each and everything. For this, you guys are going to be confused. That's what I'm saying. The way, the sequence which I'm following, always, no matter whatever tutorial you are going to watch, it's okay. Knowledge means from wherever you are going to get the knowledge, it's anyway it's going to be good for you guys, isn't it? So you take knowledge from anywhere. You watch multiple videos, multiple tutorials, it's okay, but follow the sequence which I'm which I have what is created here. Follow this sequence itself. This is how it's going to be good for your practices and even in for your upcoming future. Don't give anything here in Dunning procedure, as I told you, is going to be covered in the upcoming sessions, and that in accounts receivable. Nothing else. Press enter. So system is saying that should the data be saved first? Yes, it is supposed to be. So just click on yes. And Once you click on yes, system is saying that account 1015 already exists. 1015 already exists. This is what the error is. Okay, this is an error. Look at here, generally it should not take place, but now I'll tell you what is the logic behind this error. Generally, what is happening, guys? See, if you talk about the vendor number, so only vendor number is going to be created, guys, at client level. Now, again, the question is, what is this client level setting, guys? I'll explain once again later. I'll explain this topic. Okay, so that later, if I explain this topic, then I'll be having multiple examples to quote, so that you guys will be having perfect understanding. What is the difference between company code level setting and client level setting? So the vendor numbers are going to be generated at client level. Okay. Now here system is going to generate a vendor number 1015, but before that system is checking this SAP table here. Whatever the details we are going to give, guys, that is going to be stored in a particular table. Multiple tables are there. So system is going to check this SAP table, and system found this vendor 1000. The vendor, there is already a vendor is already existing with this 1015 number. So this number cannot be generated. So this is why system is saying that account, this one is already exist. So now the question is, if 1015 is already existing, then why SAP has suggested this number itself? So there is a problem. Look at here. This is why I'm telling you guys, in this practice server, whoever the users are there are lots of people who are having, like, they know the logic behind the configurations and all. They are going to do all the configurations cleverly, whereas there are some people who doesn't have basic understanding. Simply they're watching some YouTube videos, and whatever the way people are going to configure, these people are also doing all the configurations. Even if you do those configurations in your like entire life also, guys, you will be able to remember the fields. You'll be able to remember the name of the fields. You won't be able to recollect the logic behind whatever the logic is there behind that fields and all that. You won't be, because that you don't know. Simply you know how to configure, right? So now here, what is the root cause of this error? As I told you that, if you guys are able to remember, go to xkn1 transaction code, and here xkn1, or else even you can see the previous video also, guys. In xkn1 field, our number range is p1. Okay, so in p1, what was there, guys? Earlier, if you have a look here, p1, earlier here it was 1014, the number in status which was updated earlier. If you watch the previous video, guys, just before this, in the sense configurations, you see over there in that video, it was 1014. I'm able to remember, right? So now, and against this number range, so whenever we are going to set up a new vendor, system is going to check what is the number range. System has triggered this P1. How? So first of all, system is going to trigger the account group. From account group, against that account group, which number range we have assigned? So P1 we have assigned. Against P1, what range we have given, guys? So it is 1000 to 1999. And in that, what is the NR status? It means number in status, guys. So it is 1014. It was there earlier. Watch the previous video. It is clearly, it is going to be, it is visible in that. 1014 was there. So what is the next number, guys? 1014 plus 1. So system is going to generate 1015. But right now, what is happening? SAP is saying that this 1015 is already generated, or different vendor is there which is already assigned this number. So now it is not possible to set up a vendor with this number. So what is happening, guys? Look at here. Now NR status got updated with 1019. It means SAP is saying that till 1019 it is already created. So guys, again, there might be a chances that you're going to get error even if you're going to set up this vendor second time against this number range. So I'll tell you, in that case, what is happening, guys? Better to use a different number range. And different number range means the authenticated number range is 02. Okay, better to use this one, 02. So 02 number range means Go to OBAS. In case if this error is appearing, then only you need to change it. Or else if you are able to set up a vendor master, then you can proceed further with the invoice posting and all. Go to OBAS transaction code, and here position P00, and instead of P2 I'm going to give 0 to number 8. Save it. Now what is happening, guys? You can click on exit, and once again I'm going to set up the same window by giving all the details. Okay, x1, sorry, xk01. Now quickly I'll set up, guys, because already I have explained the logic. So here let's suppose test. You can give a particular address here. I'm just giving test, but you can give a particular address. It looks good. Okay, press enter. Now here bank details. Already I have given certain details that I'm going to give here. Okay, so this vendor name itself I'm going to give in the name of account holder. Now here press enter. Here I told you can give the representative name. If you want, you can give the telephone number, fax number. Also you can double click here, and once again you can give this other details if you have. So just give this and click on back button. Okay, press enter. Now press enter once again. So next screen, reconciliation account, the 2000 I have already set up, and here this is a mandatory field, so you have to give A1. If you want to control this field, guys, this can be controlled with the help of what? Think, right? This is a kind of assignment. Already I have explained during configurations. So right now I'll not say what is like which, how to control the fields and all. Watch the previous session, I have already explained. So right, so this field can be controlled. This is already explained in the previous session, guys. So watch it, and now you also try to utilize your mind. This is how you guys are going to be stronger, right? Press enter. Give a payment terms. Once again here 0001 standard, as I told you, I also told you guys that once again it is going to be explained in upcoming sessions, because right now we are creating setting up vendor, but after that even certain other topics are also going to be part of this account payable. So I'll explain this separately. Banning procedure, as I told you, this is not going to be configured. This is not going to be, nothing is going to be given here right now. But in upcoming sessions, in account receivable, I'm going to explain this dunning procedure. Very exclusive explanations will be there for that one also, guys. Right? I'll explain the things in details so that you guys will be having perfect understanding. Right now, nothing else. Press enter and click on yes. The data supposed to be saved. Supposed to be saved first. Yes, I want to save. So click on yes. Look at here, guys. Now the vendor number got created, 10003. It's okay. 10003 got created, right? Now here. So now here, what is happening, guys? Okay. There is one more thing, guys, which may confuse you. Confuse in the sense like there might be some kind of confusion, but still I'll try to explain. Sometimes what happens, generally we are having, like I told you, that we create a number range. XKN1, right? XKN1 per number range, year interval. And my number range is what, guys? Year 0 to year beginning. Now the question is, I think some of you, I don't think that everybody might have came to this point and all, but some of you who has observed this NR status, so of course there'll be a question in your mind that the NR status is showing like this 0005, right? U11 0005, whereas the vendor which is got created is 110003. How come it possible? It was supposed to be 11006. NR status plus 1. This is what the logic I have explained, and this is what the logic you guys know, right? So I'll tell you guys, in rare cases, sometime at the time of like creating the number range, system is taking some buffer also. Buffer in the sense like, let's suppose here it is 1005, right? And the next number which got updated is, sorry, here it is like 11,005. The next number which got updated is 11,009, right? There is a buffer space of like 4 digits, like instead of 6, it become 9. So even though it got generated 0009 here, so what will happen, guys? What about the in between, like whatever this gap of 3 or 4 numbers are there, right? So this is also going to be used by system. System means SAP is going to update. Since there is no any kind of issues and there is no any kind of problem, that is why we are not going to dig it out, like what is the root cause of this, why this is happening and all. Even in real time also it happens. So there is no problem, because this is anyway system is going to generate that whatever the in between, like whatever the buffer has taken place, let's suppose from 5 to 9 it has jumped. So 6, 7, 8. This is also going to be generated. So likewise, what is happening, guys? I think might be from 1002, it jumped to 1005. So right now, what is happening? In between 3, 4 is there. So this time, what is happening? We have created this vendor, and system has generated 1003. Next time 1004. Likewise, it is going to happen. So if you talk about the number ranges, guys, don't put more concentrations on the number ranges and all, because nothing much to explore in case of number ranges. There are multiple topics where, like, if you're going to explore, then you're going to increase your knowledge level. So this is about the logic. That is what I have explained. Like there might be a question in your mind that I have explained. System is going to generate the number ranges in sequence. Of course, in 98% of the cases, 99%, it is going to be generated in sequence itself. Sometimes this buffer is going to take place, but still, whatever the gap is there, that is also going to be considered by system. It is going to be used. Okay. Now, so this vendor number got created, 11,003. Right? If you want to display, click on here and display, or else XK01 is for creations, right? XK02 is for changes, and XK03 is for display. Look at here, this is the vendor number. XK02, this is for changes. Let's suppose if you have to make any change in terms of address, you need to select address details and press enter. Okay. Now, if you want to make any changes here, you can change it. Save it. So this master data guide, generally there'll be a master data, separate master data team will be there. What is the use of this master data team, guys? What exactly these people are doing? So since the companies are having, Tata Motor is having several thousand vendors, right? So even from vendor side, every day some changes will keep on coming. Like some vendors are saying that I have moved to a different address. So kindly change our address in your vendor master, in your master data, like whatever in your recipe, whichever master data you have maintained, in that you change the address. So address change related requirement will become. Let's suppose there is a negotiation in terms of in terms of payment, in the sense like earlier we are making payment in 30 days. Now again purchase team of Tata Motor has negotiated with the vendor and saying that now the next payment, now we will make payment in 60 days. So the terms of payment is also going to be changed, guys, right? Vendor is saying that earlier I used to receive payment in HSBC. Right now I don't want the payment in HSBC bank. That account is closed. I'm going to give you a different account. It could be Citibank, it could be any other bank and all. So the bank details also is going to be. So such kind of changes will keep on coming, and there'll be a separate master data team, guys, who is responsible to set up new vendors, or is modifying the vendors, existing vendors and all such kind of details. So how to change XK02? If you want to display, XK03 is the transaction code. XK03. So here only display. Simply you can view the vendor master, right? Let's suppose change. If you talk about the changing vendor master, right? So changing authorizations will be there. Creation and change authorizations will be there to the vendor master team only. Remaining other people, if anybody want to get the access to check certain informations in vendor master, then what is happening, guys? Only view access is going to be provided. Let's suppose somebody, if you talk about, look at here, guys, creation of vendor master is a matter of 2 minutes or like 1 minute itself. If we talk about this session, almost half an hour it's going to take in a creation of vendor master itself, right? Because of course I have to explain the things, and huge number of things are there to share, guys, but one by one I'm going to explain. And even like once I complete all these things and all in between, like later also, like uh, the things will be keep on added. Okay, like whenever I feel like, okay, this is like this is supposed to be good for you people and all, so I'll add even other videos also in coming future. So meanwhile, so what I'm saying, uh, I was saying something related to the vendor master. Yes. Now let's suppose there is a team of called vendor management team or vendor master team or vendor master data team. It could be, the name could be anything. Most likely that is called MDM team. Okay, that is called master data management team. Okay, master data management team, again it is going to be further segregated in certain part, like somebody is going to maintain vendor master, somebody is going to maintain customer master, somebody is responsible for maintaining material master and all, right? So master data team will be like, again it is going to be segregated. 4 or 5 people will be the part of vendor master team, might be 5 or 6 or 7 people will be the part of customer master team, right? So MDM team is responsible. So if you talk about XK01, XK02 transaction code. So the access of XK01 and XK02 transaction code access will be there to this MDM team only. Apart from this, other people will not be having access. Other people, say for example, somebody is posting invoice. If he has to find out certain details from vendor master, so what is happening, guys? Other people, like people from invoice posting team, okay, or else like people from help desk team, account payable help desk team. These people are going to get the access of XK02 XK03 transaction code because they want to check certain details in vendor master. So checking means what, guys? It can happen display mode also. If they want to check like what is the terms of payment which is assigned to the vendor master, so simply they are going to apply a check mark here and press enter. They'll come to know, not here, guys, sorry, actually it is supposed to be here. Here the terms of payment will be there. So which terms of payment is assigned against this vendor, guys? It is 0001, right? So even in display mode also they can get the their details. If we are going to give the access for change mode, in the sense XK01, XK02, then there might be chances that by mistake somebody has done some changes, right? We don't know. Vendor also don't know. Instead of 0001, let's suppose your terms of payment, right? Terms of payment, let's suppose created, like there is a terms of payment TM30. It means the invoices whichever is going to be posted is going to be due in 30 days. Okay, as I told you guys, terms of payment is going to be explained separately in upcoming sessions, so you guys will be having perfect understanding. Right now I'm just quoting a simple example. If you are able to understand, it's okay. Even if you are able to understand half also, it's okay, nothing to be worried about. Now there is another terms of payment I have created, TM60. It means with this invoices are going to be due in 60 days. Okay, how is your understanding based on my explanations, guys? That's what I want to know. That's what I'm like expecting the comments from you guys, right? So that I'll come to know, yes, whatever the way I'm explaining, you guys are able to understand. That is why I'm quoting more and more examples so that you guys will be able to understand, right? So now, so again, I request you people that you provide your feedback and all, so that I'll come to know, yes, if I'm explaining the things and all, you guys are able to understand the things well. Okay, so now here, TM30, TM60, right? These are the two terms of payment. This invoice posting team or its help desk team, if we have given the access of XK02, it means changing the details, right? Vendor master, like this is called like what to say, changing the details in the sense name, address could be anything. Terms of payment, anything can be changed. So if we have given XK02 transaction code access to this invoice posting thing, by mistake somebody is going to change it. Let's suppose here itself you'll be having options change. Somebody is going to change instead of this 0001, somebody has changed it, like let's suppose TM60. I don't know if TM60 is created or not, but I'll just give you a TM60. Somebody has changed it and saved it. What will happen? There is a problem. Earlier, whatever invoices were going to be due in 30 days, now the same invoice is going to be due in 60 days. It means if you talk about the payment processing, earlier vendor used to receive the invoice, payment against the invoice in 30 days. Now, because somebody has made the experiment and applied TM60, so vendor is going to get late payment. Late payment in the sense like payment is going to be released after 60 days because this is the setting got changed, right? Immediately vendor is going to escalate because 30 days is done. After that, how many days vendor is going to wait? Might be 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, 8 days, 10 days and all. After that, they are going to escalate the matter. I have not received the payment yet against so and so invoices. Even the 30 days is already over. In that case, people are going to have a look. Then people will find, oh my God, instead of TM30, somebody has changed TM60. Who had changed? That is also possible, guys. We can find out. Look at here in environment, you'll be having account changes. Click on all fields. I'll make it like TM0 instead of TM01. I'm going to make it TM02. And then look at here. The changes right now. TM02 I have changed just now, right? But I have not saved as of now. But street field I have changed earlier, right? Earlier it was test street 1 to 3. Sorry, earlier it was test street only. And later on, what I have done, guys, I have changed test street 1 to 3. So this was the old value and this is the new value, right? Likewise, click on back button. Click on back button to save it. So next time, if I'm going to have a look here under environment and change here. Now look at here, terms of payment is also got changed, right? Double click. Earlier it was 0001 and right now it is 0002. So anyway, people will come to know, but here the vendor got angry. Why? Because vendor is not receiving payment on time, right? So here the question is who has made the changes, right? Every user is having unique user ID, right? If you double click on this, look at here, my user ID is showing here that it has been changed by this user ID, right? People will come to know this user ID belongs to whom, isn't it? This user ID belongs to whom, and on which date this got changes, this changes has happened, at which time it got changed. Every details will be there, guys, right? In SAP. That is why I'm telling you guys, SAP means it's not possible that someone has made mistake and all and trying to escape. It is not possible, guys. Escaping is not possible because everything is getting recorded somewhere or the other. You don't know, but other people will come to know, right? See, you can't be expert of each and everything. In the sense, if you talk about the users, they have knowledge of very limited number of transactions. But as a consultant, you guys are mastered. This is what the difference between end user and consultant. And that is why if you talk about end user, what exactly they are doing, guys, they are just doing data entry kind of job. Daily basis, if somebody is posting the invoices, they'll keep on posting invoices itself. Somebody is creating purchase order, they'll keep on creating purchase order itself. Consultant means what, guys? Consultant means is the part of IT. And that is why if you talk about the salaries and all in terms of amounts and all, consulting is having like far better salary compared to end user. There is no comparison at all, right? If you talk about the other countries like USA, Canada, you go to Australia, you go to UK, or it's even in India also, or it's any country in the world, you go to Middle East, right? There are several countries where the consultants are getting paid hourly basis. Whatever as an end user somebody is going to earn in 10 years, the same amount can be earned by a consultant in 1 year itself. This is what the difference is. That is why most of the people are trying to learn this course and trying to become a consultant, right? So again, as I told you, like in order to become a consultant, of course You have to put some hard work, and apart from this, you need to understand the logic and all. So now here what is happening, as I told you, that this team, invoice posting team, help desk team, why these people are not required XK02? Their work can be done with XK03 also. So we are going to give only display access. In the sense, these team, apart from this master data team, whoever the other team are, the other team is there, if they required, if they're requesting to the managers that we need the vendor master, what to say, transaction code access, like authorizations, then these people are going to get authorizations for XK03 only. Okay, XK03 means only display. They cannot make any experiment, they cannot make any changes here, right? And apart from this, other things also will be there, guys. If you want to block a vendor, let's suppose, if let's suppose we don't have any, we are not going to have any business with the vendor, right? The vendor, like due to certain dispute or whatever it is, or Tata Motor decided to discontinue any procurement with this vendor. What will happen in that case? You have to do one thing here. You can, somewhere it will be extra. Click on block data. So here we are having, this is in display, we are in XK02, right? So here you'll be having, if you're there in XK03 right now, so that is why it is showing in display mode. Or else you can apply a block here. Okay, I'll just do one thing. Click on XK02. XK02. Even we have a direct different transaction code also, guys, XK05. Look at here, click on extra and click on block data. If you click on block data, it is going to take you to XK05 transaction code itself. Click on block data, look at here somewhere. Okay, I'm going to so here, like all company code, specified company code, there is a logic. Let's suppose if this vendor is going to be used by multiple company code. Okay, company code like PM00, PS00, right? PC00, PS00. If multiple company codes are using this vendor, right? So if you apply for all company code, it means this vendor is going to be blocked for all company code. It means none of the company code will be able to post any invoice against this vendor. Apply a block here on a specified company code, then what is happening, guys? It is going to be blocked for this particular company code only. Remaining company code will be able to post the invoices. Purchasing block is also having like what to say, logic behind that, guys, but purchase organizations I have not set up. So in a single line, I'll tell you purchasing block, if you're going to apply a purchasing block, then what will happen? You won't be able to set up a purchase order against this vendor. In a single line, I'll just say this much only, because right now I have not set up the purchase organizations and all. If I'm going to explain the complete logic, you guys are going to be confused. So that's what I'm saying, that step by step, one by one, slowly I'm going to explain each and everything so that you guys will be having perfect understanding. So this is what the logic behind blocking, guys. Right now I'm not going to block it since I'm having only one vendor. So by XK02, or else directly you can use XK05 transaction code also, and with that also you can block. Same screen is appearing, guys, right? Use XK02 or XK05. With the help of both transaction code, you'll be able to block a vendor. Blocking means if you're going to apply a block, it means the invoice posting is not possible. You won't be able to use this vendor for further transaction postings and all, right? This is what the logic. It has taken too much time, guys. I think this session has more than 40-45 minutes. So I'll just do one thing, guys. This is what we are going to do. This is how you have to set up a master data, vendor master data. You want to set up like more number of vendor master, you can set up more number of vendor master, guys. It's okay. Now here in next session, what I'm going to cover in next session, I'll show you guys how the invoices are going to be posted, in the sense transaction posting. Okay, so next session I'm going to explain those things. So that's all in this session, guys.